Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing my review on The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 18 episode that happened last night. Yeah, last night. And sorry I haven't uploaded this whole week. I was just been busy. So let's get right to it. Basically, starting off with what happened was this episode was basically just Daryl and Carol, because that's the only characters you would know. Daryl and Carol. So basically what was going on was Daryl seemed kind of upset at the beginning of the episode at Carol, and it pretty much escalated throughout the episode. But what we basically learned was, starting off, it was going to be kind of a dog origin story, kind of like a Daryl backstory type thing. It was a really good episode. It was honestly one of my favorite episodes in a while. I know it wasn't like that much, it wasn't really action-packed, but it was a good story. But basically, starting off, what happened was, at the very beginning, Daryl was getting on his motorcycle to go hunting and fishing, and Carol stopped him, and she wanted to go with him. And he seemed kind of hesitant, but they ended up going. They caught some fish, and then, Dog came with them. They caught fish, and they found a deer, but it was all bitten and stuff, so they knew that there was no more hunting areas around there. Jeez, I'm bad at Madden right now. I haven't played in a few days. But basically, after all that, it started with the backstory about what he was doing those years looking for Rick and stuff, because they never even found a body. Yes, they think he's most likely dead, but of course Daryl just wants to know for sure, which is 100% understandable. It was his brother, basically, at that point, or best friend, whatever you want to call it, but of course they call each other like brothers. And basically, after that, they showed Carol stop by a couple times. He built like a little cabin type thing in the woods by the river area that Rick was at, where Rick quote unquote died, because we know Rick didn't die, because how they showed it, the CRM kept him. And speaking of that, there will probably be a video coming up in a little while, like a few days or whatever, or maybe a couple weeks. I'm not sure when I'm going to record it, but it's going to be a video of what I think is going to happen to the guys. I hope you guys view it. I know I didn't really get any views on I don't think I got any views on last week's review on the episode. Hope that changes, but I just do this for fun at this point. I would love to do it as a job, but I can't do it as a job until I get support. But back on track, I am so sorry. I kind of just wasted like 3.5 minutes of your time. But he started off with this story where he met Dog. The dog came up in the woods, but first as a puppy, but then came back like a year later as a bigger dog. And the dog took him back to this cabin area where we met Leah. You wouldn't know her name until a little bit later in the episode, but it's Leah. And short story real fast, they ended up like hooking up and stuff. Daryl and Leah ends up hooking up, which I think we all saw coming after the trailer, because it seemed like they were pretty much alike at that point. But Leah's backstory was that she didn't really have a good family relationship, besides the one kid that she treated as a son, because it was her, I'm guessing, like, best friend's son that she died. I think died during, I don't know when died, but died. And basically it was basically her son, so like I said, it was probably like her best friend's son. We learned that he didn't make it. They split up from the family because there were zombies or whatever, and he ended up getting bit. So he died. He's buried out in a grave outside of the cabin. You see that in a couple different scenes. And after we learn about like all that stuff, we go back. I'm sorry, I'm skipping through some stuff. If you want more in-depth reviews, check out a guy I watch. He goes by the name Movie Idol. He gets into it better. I sometimes skip over stuff, and that's my fault. I would probably get better at doing this type of stuff as I do it, because I'll probably do it for Fear of the Walking Dead when that comes out. But back on track. Basically, how the episode was going through. Leah ended up leaving. Daryl came back to look for it. Well, Dog took Daryl back to the cabin. I think it was like a year or whatever later, months or whatever. So they did it by months and years and all that during the episode. And we saw that Dog took him back and Leah wasn't there. And so Leah basically is gone. She either ran away, got taken, ran away and died, but we really don't know. I think we're probably going to learn more about that, and probably I'm going to say the Daryl and Carol spin-off show. That's probably a really good place to learn about that. In my opinion, I think we're probably going to have to wait a little bit before we learn more about her. But after all that, we get, like, at the very end of the episode, we get Daryl and Carol fighting, and we don't see that too often. If you're a Walking Dead fan, you've been for a while, we don't really see them argue. We see them argue, of course, but not that much. But Daryl and Carol start arguing. He's basically like, you never know when to stop or whatever, and he said he should have just let her run, basically, because he does blame her, rightfully so, for Connie going missing. Of course, we know Connie's okay because Virgil got her, but of course Daryl doesn't know that, and so basically it ends off with those two yelling at each other, and then they go back into the cabin, and she says she's gonna fix the door or whatever. So that's basically where the episode ends, but I rate this episode like a 10 out of 10, to be honest. It was really good, or if you don't want to go 10 out of 10, I guess 9 out of 10 or 9.5 out of 10 or whatever. But it was a really good episode, and I recommend if you have any platform to rewatch it or watch it again or whatever, do that. Or if you haven't watched it, I recommend you go watch it. I'm sorry, I need to learn how to say this contains spoilers and stuff, but like, definitely watch it. I didn't spoil a ton because, like I said, I'm not great at doing the reviews yet. And so basically, like, what we learn, friendships are gonna have fighting. Basically, those two are not quite they're kind of drifting apart a tiny bit, I'd say. But of course, as we know, they're gonna have to be together again. Just Daryl and Carol spin-off show. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye.